Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. To throw, here's Willis. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Achane. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score, Ravens 7, Browns 0. To kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun. And coughed it up. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Now he's free at the 35. Jonathan Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a blitz Baltimore touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Ravens 14. Browns nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Check the eagle! Check the eagle! Check match! Check match!
Here's Willis. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 36-yard line.
Put 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Ready, ready?
Play action, Willis. And this is going to be incomplete.
To the sideline.
Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Willis on the sneak. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss.
At the 22-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. A give. Here's Jenkins. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Willis looking to throw it. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Willis looks to pass it here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Set. Steady.
Willis looking to throw it. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Jackson from the shotgun. Now he's going to step up and run. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
First down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The Ravens are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, That's huge. But when you do it week one, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got some space here. Down to the 10. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Luke now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Ravens 21, Browns 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still there. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to throw, Willis. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Willis now off play action. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Ready? Hit. Here we go. Set. Go.
Now Willis to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Alec Pierce. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. To throw is Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll, and now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey. 13.
Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw again is Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Alec Pierce as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Round 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready, set.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Willis. And his throw is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
DC, right? Report! Hey, report! Shut up!
Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Pierce. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alec Pierce with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Ready!
And they'll begin by running the option. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cut. Liking 18. Ready?
They go play action with Willis. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On the jump.
2nd and 10.
Go. 77.
Willis headed left off the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Adonai Mitchell, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, what was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Jackson now. That is caught. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 128 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing is Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. On his loop for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Browns 14. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd down and 8.
Jack Panthers, 70 Timberwolves.
Here's Willis. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Here we go.
46-yard line.
The Chark goes in motion left. Now Willis. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First down. A gain of 12. And the Browns first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Off the play fake, here's Willis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. The shotgun snap to Willis. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Running with slant, and he finds Mitchell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Adonai Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Browns 21.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution. execution overall.
There he goes again. Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 60. And the Ravens are on their way to a 2-0 start. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Extra point safely through. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
49. Browns 21. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
First down.
Now Willis. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
2 yards to go, second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Willis. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. And 9 Mitchell. 44 yards. And the Browns get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. He made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. That's complete to Pierce. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Tyler Luke.
Luke now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Ravens 56, Browns 28.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Willis. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
19 Lions. Here we go.
In motion comes the tight end left. Again, it's Willis to throw it. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Bronco 80.
Here's Willis. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock. So 3 kneel down should be enough to finish this one off. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Jonathan Taylor on his horse. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Browns 28. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready,
3rd and 4.
ready, liking 18.
To throw, here's Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Browns 35.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one long. He's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. McCole Hardman, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Here we go.
One final try for Willis. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Baltimore, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
What's a black grand national? Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made him mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take a G pad, watching do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a gone. Need you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made him mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take a G pad. Watch do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate them that's hating on them. And they both. I hate them hating on them. And they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. That cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel yelling. It's not enough. Few solid left but it's not enough. Few that'll really step but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself but it's not enough. Gotta do it, got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. When they disappearing. I'm in a city where the flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a boner pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show the ropes before they from a... I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran up out of Lux, Unessa up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. Monster! Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. 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 Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
First time I done got wild in a long time. We here to have a good time, not a long time. Prime time, feeling like Dion in the limelight. Showdown, trying to blow it down, get my mind right. Oh, hey, what you know? Ain't crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get out. So get out. So get out. I take the first, you keep them coming. We know a lot about turning nothing to something. We doing big things, ain't never bluffing. Top of the world, ain't no doubt in mine, it's about time. Whoa. Hey, what you know? Ain't crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get out. So get out. So get out. Get out. So get out. So get out. So get out. Yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so fucking so raw. It's so raw. It's so fucking so raw. One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many fans on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now, keeping them guessing. 4-star hotel, what's for breakfast? 5 fingers, give you a blister. 6 at the wheel, you're 6 the mister. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot, and bars are ready. I'm Little Caesars with the extra chetty. Extra style, extra flow. Drift for sale, like 5 below.
Yeah, in the club now like I'm Diddy. Counting these notes like a MIDI. Laugh to the bank, hit the gritty. Going
y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown. Cabin so big it can see my house. Then again, my view is too stupid, bruh, for real. Don't forget about who really do this, bruh, for real. It's so rugged, so right. Killer Cali, go closer. You like a lot of to the flipping in the holster like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur, Costa Nostra. Stick up to your nose, this rolling stone and alone. California, ill as pneumonia when we come for you. With that villain's aroma, pilling out. Spilling all your feelings out on the corner, chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth, shout out to soldiers. Not pulling the out to show you, but the brains over the rover. They put a coat over the stain, cause for the day we whipping your rain. So you're hitting the bank. Don't forget that the game colder than polars. California bears, take your chain off for ya. Because out of all of you squares, I'ma yeah, put it in the air like the motor hit the rotor. So if you're lonely, you know I'm here
lane switcher, shape shifter, go grill, plain, so I could heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, chest set way quicker. Made if I'ma go to date with ya.
I ripped it. All these on my two first, no dribble. These always talking pillar. Thing like scissor. Like Youngest, I'm about my business. Yeah, they know what's up. Glizzock never gave up. All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg. Hey, these out here broke, they damn nerd. Damn little mama bad as but they diamonds on me fight, Nick and wrist, I can Tina. Orange Richard Mill on me dancing just like Bia. Going against Glizzock, wouldn't wanna be a.
I'm a lane switcher, shape shifter, go grill, plain, so I could heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, chest set way quicker. Made if I'ma go to date with ya.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Cooped up, make get they suit touch begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball.